Hi everyone, it's Louise from HUSK. I haven't been online for a very long time. It's been rather busy. The business has grown so much, so it's been, thank you for everybody for listening to our messages and sharing the importance of heating of tendons and the value of using our products for your horses. So first of all, I wanted to say a huge thank you. Second of all, I thought I might just start to come online a little bit because I haven't, and also to be a face really for the business still, and to continue to explain to people why it's important to ensure, particularly now with the notion of climate change and the fact that the temperatures are going up so much, how important it is to make sure that we don't forget the well-being of our horses at this time. So I sit here today in the UK and it's about 32 degrees and we are quite rural, so I would imagine probably as you get closer to the cities it's going to be even hotter, and there are horses in England as far into London, Birmingham, Liverpool, Manchester and so on, so they're going to be feeling the heat right now. And I'm sure most of you know that, you know, if we can adjust our riding schedules to help our horses, then that's the first thing that we really must do, and to try to keep them in as cool an environment as possible, because horses generally can only really regulate their temperature through their body and their trunk and their neck. And as most of you know who follow HUSK, horses find it very hard to regulate their temperature through their legs. So horses have very little vascularization in the lower leg. So vascularization being, you know, the capillaries and so on that we see, well, we don't see on the horses, but we see on our skin probably more than you would a horse. And for that reason, horses find it very hard to get rid of heat in that part of their body. So very often that will contribute to the overall temperature of the horse, and very often then they will sweat through their body, their trunk and their neck, to get rid of that heat through that part of the body as well as everywhere else. So it's really, really important that we keep airflow to the horse's legs as often as we can. So if we are going to be riding in these temperatures, and to be honest with you, it's in any temperature, like even in cold weather, the studies show now that, you know, temperatures still rise to exponential rates when horses use leg protection, or leg protection is used on horses that doesn't allow airflow to the skin. But obviously it's really, really important that we do this now, like more important than ever. So either we go down the road of not using any leg protection at all, and if you don't use leg protection, because maybe you're not doing anything that involves needing it, then carry on. That's great. However, if you do need to use leg protection, then it's really, really important that we analyze the products and we don't just take for granted the wording of the sales pitches of these products. We need to investigate these products properly ourselves, or we look at the research that has been done on these products to actually prove the words and the claims that are made. You can visit our website, thehusk.co.uk, and if you go to articles on there is an absolute plethora of information that talks about the damages that can occur on a cellular level, on more of a visible level to horses if their legs get hot, or over the required, or the temperature that the body can cope with, which on a peripheral tendon is 40 degrees. And you can also see the research that we've done as well. So you can see that we have used, I can't begin to tell you how many times, with ourselves, with vets, other riders who have used thermal imaging guns, or just a visual representation to see that the horses don't get hot using HUSK boots. So probably most of you know as well that we have a patent now on our air technology, because it is unique So it's not something that every product has. And it's through the combination of the fabrics that we use. Our products are made here in the UK, and they're made here in the UK because that's where I live. And I really wanted to bring the manufacturing here, local to where I live, so that I can make sure that I source the correct fabrics for everything from the fastenings to the binding to the actual fabric that we use. Because what you often find when you buy abroad is that the fabrics often get changed because prices change, and these guys are seeking to continue to make a profit. So we make sure that we make them here. So we, and I say we, I in particular, am still very much dedicated to the control of the quality of the product. So hopefully that should keep people confident that the consistency of what we produce is definitely a given. And I thought I might just show you, this is our new, this is an extra large, it's giant. This is our new hybrid boot. And some of you might know that we've just started working with Abby Lyle, who is now just been competing at WEG, which is amazing. And obviously in dressage. And so with dressage, we have been asked over and over again if we can make pure white boots. And the reason why we couldn't make the pure white boots is because the fabric that we use, we upcycle quite a lot of our fabrics, and we were waiting to be able to get hold of this specific fabric in the colour, because we didn't want to go for any less again, because of course it's the fabrics that make the products. It's very important. So here they are, and as you can see, they are truly multi-dimensional products. They're not, and you can see here the dissipation of impact through the material that we have. But that's not what we're going to talk about today. It's about the fact that as I squeeze in between here and here are thousands and thousands of monofilament fibers. A little bit, I guess the only way I can describe it is like a mattress. When you see the mattress with the coils, and you can see that there's gaps between the coils, and it's there that the air flows in a transverse way. So it's not about the in and out, it's about the across between the layers. It's what goes on inside the boot that's really important with HUSK boots, as opposed to just allowing air, hot air to come out. It's about what goes on inside. That's where the magic happens with HUSK. So the air flows and circulates in between the layers, and it's that regulates the temperature. So it's that that's really important to regulating the temperature of the horse's legs. Additional to that, of course, yes, the air can flow in a vertical fashion. You can't really see here. Can't really put anything dark behind. Let's see if we can put something dark behind, see if you can see. No, it's too much light coming in from the, just trying to find something. But you can hold your boots up to the sun and you can see straight through. And you've probably seen some videos that we've done before where we've done this. So you can get that vertical movement of air as well. So the heat can dissipate out into the atmosphere. But the key is that the air flows in between the layers, and that's what's really important with HUSK. That's how these boots regulate the temperature. It's what goes on inside the boot, and that's what our patented technology actually is all about. So if you are going to use any kind of leg protection for your horses, particularly at this time, it's difficult to say, because obviously I am the representative of the business. I am the producer of, or designer, should I say, of these boots. But so far, I don't think I've met anybody yet that can find anything better than these. And I think it's because we really put our heart and soul into them. These products are made for the horse. You know, we're not a business that makes everything under the sun, and we sell hoof picks and, you know, body shine and conditioner for tails and things like that. We specialize in only these products that benefit the welfare of the horses, and we haven't strayed from it, and we will not stray from it. It is all about the horse, and that integrity is what has kept us going for so long. and I believe will continue, because we believe in making a difference for horses and their welfare. And we work really hard at trying to get people to understand what the horses sacrifice for us, and therefore what our responsibility is for them. And it's not always about making them a soft bed and giving them a huge hay net and wrapping them up in fleece blankets. And, you know, these creatures are sensitive, wild beings, and they seek to be as comfortable as possible and as healthy as possible in order for them to perform what they do best, which is moving, galloping, jumping, bucking, flying around, doing what they love. And that's why we love them. And I think sometimes we forget what these animals indigenously are. And they've given that gift to us. You know, they've made that sacrifice to us to stand in a field, to stand in a stable, rather than being out in the wild doing what they do best, in order to enable us to be able to enjoy what it feels like to be with them and on them. And so with that, it really is important that we are mindful about what's important to them, not what's important to us. You know, it makes us happy to see them wrapped up in fleecy blankets and pretty colours that suit their colouring and so on and so forth. That makes us happy as humans. That's a human thing. But horses ask for different things. They want very different things to us. And one of the most important things is that they're comfortable and they're healthy. Fundamental things for horses. If they're not comfortable and they're not well, then they're not happy. You know, it's as simple as that. So please be mindful in this weather. So it's a plea really to really consider what's important to your horse. What is it that your horse really needs? Is it too hot to ride right now? Is it too hot to compete right now? Some horses cope with it better than others. Some horses are more up for it than others. And we need to really listen to them as to what's important to them. Equally as well, you know, is their tack comfortable? And are we doing the best thing by their health? Are we making sure that we are not damaging their mental and their physical health by doing what we're doing with them? How can we best give them freedom of mind and freedom of body and health? What do we choose to use on them? What do we choose to do with them? How do we choose to behave around them? So I thought I'd leave that with you as my first live, well, that's not really a live, but video. And if there's any more information that you would like to find on these products, including our saddle pads as well, then please go to thehusk.co.uk, go to articles, have a good look. There's so much information on there. It will keep you busy, but it's informative and it's useful and it's worth doing, you know. And if you want any more information, then you can contact us via the website and we would be really happy to provide you with information. And if we don't have it, then we'll find it. We'll do our best to find it, because if we don't have that information, then clearly it's something that's needed for the benefit of the horses, and that's what we're all about. So anyway, enjoy your day. Keep your horses cool. Stay cool yourselves as well. Look after your own well-being. Make sure there's plenty of water and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be doing some more videos soon.